heartbreak. What do you do about that?
You cry. You cry.
But we must continue forward, Mike. It is our job as the Spookmasters.
As men who play festive crap.
Yes, Spookmasters, as they
Shitstorm.
say. Rollback? Rollback neck
Rollback netcode!
Yeah, let's go! Man,
Fighting horror game. I'm in Cthulhu, guys.
Man, even visual novels have fucking rollback nowadays. There's no excuse. Let's start. Graveyard Girl depicts a complicated and dramatic aftermath of losing a parent during young adulthood. This topic has been addressed as authentically as possible. If you're struggling with grief, you may not have a safe experience playing this game. Content warning. Yeesh. Yeesh. Oof. Yikes. Good thing we're both 18 years or older, Mike.
Yeah.
You're 18 years or older, right?
Yeah, in January I turned 19.
Yeah, so we're both good. No, take me back.
No, I don't wanna.
I don't wanna. Oh, I pressed the button. Oh, it's all pulling. I can't see Mike. Like,
I mean, I see the starting screen.
Mike.
I see the starting screen.
What happened?
There it is. Can you still not see?
No, I'm stuck on one screen. Help.
What are you doing? Stop clicking whatever button you're pressing.
Hold on. Alright, I have no fucking idea what I did there.
Yeah, you're kind of going nuts.
How do we continue? Return. Do you want to be the main character?
Sure. I'll be the main character.
Go for it.
Let me get some water for my best acting performance yet. Let me do my vocal warm-ups. Me. The leaves crunch below my feet as I make my way through the cemetery, counting each row that I pass. A frigid gust of wind catches my hair and blows it into my vision. I tuck it away carefully. Cannot remember how he used to tease me about finding my long hair everywhere. He'd always tell me how beautiful it was.
Hey, look, it's rounds up at the crest.
That's a picker.
Yeah, it is. Is it? I think it's like a default asset.
It looks familiar. Once I find the section I've been looking for, I let out a sigh, although it's not of relief. The cold stone inscription stares back at me, expressionless. Jason Gray, loving husband and father. As I read the name quietly to myself, I feel like he's greeted me in his own way. What am I supposed to do? Nothing seems quite right, but I settle on the simplest of phrases. Dad.
Name's Ellie.
Or L.
Or L, yeah.
Or Ella.
It's an E. There's no way it's Ella.
Ella. I know it's been a while. In truth, it's been too long. The last time I visited, he didn't even have a headstone. I'm sorry. I should have come sooner. What am I thinking? Coming here isn't gonna help. As if talking to a polished rock is going to bring any kind of closure. I turned to leave, but there's a magnetism to this place. As if he'd reached for my hand and said, "You're leaving already?" I gazed back at the headstone and whispered to myself, "You want me to stay? Fine." My mom always insisted that I be careful not to stand in graves in visiting cemeteries.
That's weird.
Well, I mean, yeah. But that was out of respect for strangers.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, I wouldn't want to stand on a grave.
I mean, yeah, but like after you come, I mean, to be fair to her, she hasn't come visit like in a long time. But once you come visit like enough times, you just kind of get over it.
This is my dad's resting place. I'd sat in his lap 1,000 times before. What would he care if I rested in his grave now? I knew he wouldn't have minded. Without another moment of hesitation, I brushed away the leaves and stepped back against the headstone. I laid my notebook across my thighs and settled into play.
Okay, no, so this is original art.
Yeah,
I guess it's just an artist we recognize.
yeah, maybe. If I'm staying for a while, I'm getting comfy. Well, I'm guessing not much has changed for you. He'd appreciate the sarcasm. Dark humor was his thing.
Why are you sitting on it like in the least comfortable way?
She's like... Is she like sitting or squatting?
I think she's sitting, but like she's using like the thinner part to rest her back on instead of like the wider part.
That's probably where I got it from. I'll just sit here and talk to myself. Like a crazy person. Real fucking schizo.
Why is talking about mom up like different from staying positive?
I wonder.
I am not. Let's find out.
I guess it's time to tell you what's been going on. You might not love what I have to say next. You'd probably be angry. At least I think you would have been. I'll try to keep it short. So, you died. And no one saw it coming. One day you were gone. I don't think I've processed that yet, to be honest. Mom couldn't handle the pain, so she shut down. I guess that was her coping mechanism. She spent months crying over you. She barely slept at night. I didn't expect this to be easy, but I thought I'd still have my mom to lean on. I convinced myself I was lucky to have her, regardless of how she was handling this. That's what I kept telling myself on the worst days. You weren't alone either. People tried to support her. And Cora wanted her to visit a therapist, but Mom locked the doors and ignored her phone. I tried to talk to her too, but it was like she couldn't hear me. She was a shell of a person, shedding everything in 1 hour. I thought she needed time. But one morning she packed her clothes and bought a plane ticket.
Yikes.
Yikes. And there was no warning. She said she'd be back in 2 weeks, and she needed a vacation. Mom left, and it sucks to say, but I knew she wouldn't come back. I've seen her a handful of times since. One of those times was to sell out the house that you built. I still drive past it. I like to pretend that you'll be waiting on the porch, having a cigarette or watering the plants. It's soothing in a strange way. Like opening my favorite chapter in an old book. Pretending I don't know the ending. I paused the fact that Mom's in an apartment on the other side of the country with her new boyfriend. I stayed here. She helped with my tuition and rent, but she's gone. Honestly, if you saw her today, you wouldn't recognize her. I feel like I never really knew her. You left me behind, and I think it's because I remind her of you. There's a hole in my heart where Mom used to be, and I hated her.
Man, it's a lot deeper than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I don't know about you. This doesn't seem too horror-like.
No, this is. I mean, maybe it's the horror of the modern tragedy of life.
It's the horrors of. Maybe these monsters are scary, but growing up just might be even scarier. A part of me still does. I used to think that it'd be easier if she disappeared. Isn't that horrible? Fuck me. Saying it is worse than feeling it quietly.
It's an adult game. They can say fuck.
They said fuck! Holy shit!
Holy shit!
Daddy, I spent too much time hating her. She took up all the space I had left in my heart. The worst part of it all is... I think I forgot to deal with losing you. That's why I'm here today. Because the person I need to talk to who's in this world isn't part of this world. I look skyward as I blink back welling tears.
Man, this is our fault. We chose the negative option.
Yeah. We could have stayed positive.
We could have avoided this.
We could have figured out, but we had to figure out the backstory. Aunt Cora used to tell me to think of you smiling down on me. I keep thinking how sweet she is to say that. But when I picture you, you're looking up. You know that sounds dark, but seriously, what's left of you is 6 feet below me.
Being eaten by fucking maggots and shit. Shit's fucked up. What?
That was what was needed to be said there.
It really isn't, but I have a very...
I'm glad you recognize that it isn't.
It isn't. I'm honestly the worst person to talk about death to.
Cora wanted me to remember you in a happy way, and I get that.
I'm really the worst, but I am like the kind of person who will tell you, well, there's nothing after, so like you don't have to worry about it.
Let me just keep your spaghetti in your pocket.
I'm trying so hard, but this game is about death, so like what am I supposed to do?
Just keep your spaghetti in your pocket. I'm just too literal. I searched for what next to say and wondered what he'd say if he were here. And the truth is, I don't know what you'd feel.
What if the horror part of this game is that it's all emotion and shit, but then it just turns like fucking ghost horror, and the ghost of her dad just comes back and starts fucking killing everyone.
It's just a fucking complete heel turn, and it just becomes a fucking Doomslayer-esque game where her dad is Satan. I didn't get a chance to know you better. Cora's words echo in my mind.
Cora just shows up every time. I'm like, Cora-san?
Cora-san?
Cora-san.
Dad's smile. What was your smile like, anyways? Why didn't I try harder to preserve it in the first place? The frustration that I can't swallow begins to form in my throat. I stay silent, afraid that my voice will break, and the rest of me will follow. I do my best to reanimate my dad's grin in my mind's eye, but there's nothing. A stray leaf dances in front of me, before heading west with the wind. I push away the distraction and close my eyes, forcing myself to focus on his lost expressions. I try to revisit each part of him. His amber eyes, perfectly straight nose, the way his eyebrows furrowed when you asked too many questions. Slowly I could piece them together, but he wouldn't assemble.
See a fucking like Megatron. You see like a transformer. Have you seen that video of like the Jesus Christ crucifix that turns into like a fucking transformer mech?
Yeah. Also, I think what you're referring to, like in this situation, is like a Voltron or something, something that like comes together.
Yeah, Voltron would probably be more accurate.
Even his voice was a dulling whisper. Why can't I remember how he spoke? One exact phrase plucked from my memory would be enough to hear him, but the words remain unspoken. I couldn't even remember how he said it when he said, "I love you." Familiar pain begins to claw at my chest. One I had to bury under a mountain of pills early this morning.
Normal pills.
Normal pills. No. No.
That's what the point of the mask is.
I inhale a ragged breath and shove the shadows away. It's something I've practiced for a while now. Keep talking. Distract yourself. You know, it's good I visited over the snow. Winter's nearly here. You might not realize it, but today's your favorite holiday.
Is it Halloween?
Is it Thanksgiving?
Oh.
It's also the day you died.
That,
Well, I don't know. It's Thanksgiving.
it makes more sense if it were Thanksgiving.
4 years ago. He died 4 years ago?
4 years ago.
That's not that young. Well, it is. Maybe you knew that part, though. He suffered long enough to know he was going to die, I think. But how did he die? There was a detail that made me vomit when they told me about his accident. He was awake when the ambulance arrived. Why wasn't it faster? My constant reimaginings. He'd always be unconscious. I couldn't bring myself to picture any detail. I don't remember how he suffered, but it was a part of his story. It was part of his life. His suffering devices had even drifted into my dreams lately. The anniversary always amplified them. I tried smoking and drinking just to see what you thought was so great about it. I must have got the genes from you because they're my favorite crotch now. I don't know why you tortured yourself with them. At least I have my reasons.
Smoking's bad, okay?
Smoking's bad.
It is.
But I did know.
Don't smoke, kids.
My mom stopped her broken marriage once his casket was closed. I knew things were rough, but I didn't realize how destructive they were. Lately, I've started to question if my mother was the true monster in his life. And it's funny. I spent so much time asking myself why you tortured yourself with shitty choices while I mirror them daily. That's why I'm here too. Because I'm your daughter. I came here to suffer, not to heal.
That's not... No. No.
Dad, you picked this game. This pain doesn't mend like a paper cut, Dad. It festers like a gunshot. I'm so frustrated because now I know who Mom is. She's shown the world her true colors. We deserve better. I can picture her so perfectly. It's not fair.
I swear this game has another person in it.
I bite my lip and push up her face for my lip. This isn't about her. Don't let her steal this moment. Anyway, I've been writing quite a lot lately, almost daily. Therapeutic, I think. Getting my feelings on paper helps me feel detached from them. They're a little less heavy when I read them out loud. When I write, I can push the darkest thoughts I'm having away, even momentarily. The best part is, I'm not afraid that someone's listening and analyzing. It feels safer than the grief counseling I intended. I don't think the professionals will judge me, but when they listen, I feel I'm processing my words and misunderstanding. Because I write dark things doesn't mean I'm a dark person. I am reaching for brighter thoughts and feelings when I let those words go. Even if it doesn't sound like it. My new therapist understands.
Your therapy's good. Way to go, girl.
Therapy's good. She's different than the others. It finally feels important that I go to my appointments. I don't look forward to them because they're a lot. But when I leave, I feel a little lighter. Like I've lessened the load on my shoulder. I get scared sometimes, because each day is a wild card. I hate feeling like everything is out of my control. I'm terrified that therapy can't save me. I don't want to pop things up again. Pulling that shit in is the worst idea I've ever had.
She said shit.
Shit!
Fuck.
Fuck it!
She said fuck.
Fuck it. Dad, I'm done pretending. I drink. I smoke.
This isn't really a revelation. You said you did that.
I popped some pills before I left the house. I'll do anything to be numb. I'm afraid that scribbling my feelings isn't enough. I thought pain was dulling, but worse than the day you died. I know you're not here today, but I keep picturing you in every tomorrow. And each day that image goes a little dimmer. Between losing you and Mom taking off, I've been trying so hard to feel empty. Being happy felt out of reach, so feeling less became the best option. Turns out being destructive couldn't save me. You can't hear a drowning girls cry. I wipe away the overflowing stream of tears with my sleeve and shut my eyes. Practice those deep breaths. It's okay to be upset. I inhale and exhale, but the breaths are intruded upon. The earth sways below as a sensation floating overcomes, almost like sitting on a boat. Uh-oh. Why does it feel like the world's drifting? It's probably those stupid allergy pills. A twinge of concern washes over me as I try to imagine the state of my liver, but I excuse the thoughts quickly.
You're just fucking annihilating yourself.
It's not like I eat vegetables or drink enough water anyway. Coffee, bread, and cheese are my food groups.
Cheese is a good food group, though.
It was dumb to take more pills before leaving. I know it's a bad day when they can't keep me from crying. I try to focus on the positives. At least I was doing better. Taking them as prescribed was a challenge, but I'd managed to for quite a while. Today was a hiccup. They're usually a subtle but helpful bandage. I'm an idiot for thinking they'd handle this visit. Subtle can't cover this. How could I ever expect this visit to be easy? It was naive of me. Today is going to fucking stink.
Fuck.
Words I whispered under my breath 1,000 times echo out once again. You're never going to be okay. You're never going to be okay. Ever. Ever. Again. I tell myself that I need to get the my fist. But I know they're bound to sit on the tip of my tongue, waiting to escape. With my eyes still shut, I sigh and let my thoughts drift with where to go. Maybe those pills are no use. Chilly gusts lift spluttering leaves away from the earth, and I can hear them dancing through the air. I begin to imagine that I'm flying with them, twirling away from this place, away from my body.
It's finally another fucking human being.
Second person, Lemon, go!
Holy shit! I have no idea how to do a girl voice anymore.
Fool.
Hello?
Voice? I must have imagined it.
Are you okay?
What the? What the? I open my eyes and stumble upward in a gaze. I hurriedly dust off my clothes before looking at the stranger behind the question.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm taken aback by your presence.
What is this dramatic music?
It's you!
You. My art. You're the one who killed my father.
You're the one who did the accident! I didn't expect to see anyone here. No, it's fine. You didn't scare me. My throbbing heart tells a different story. I suddenly feel thankful that I'm not the blushing type.
Yeah, are you alright?
I'm fine. Why? Oh, she gestured towards my dad's headstone and subtly raises her eyebrows.
I think you were sleeping on someone's grave. Did you, know them?
I laugh half-heartedly. It's my dad. He wouldn't mind.
Oh.
The girl's posture stiffens noticeably, and I remind myself to tone back in the abruptness. You're not talking to a ghost anymore. Act normal.
Normal. Normal people ask for names.
Yeah.
Damn, boy, she thick.
Wait. Woo! Thigh eyes.
Yeah.
Maybe not in this game we should do that.
Maybe not.
What's your name?
I'm Lucia.
From that bad Devil May Cry game.
I was thinking from fucking, Fire Emblem.
Her name's Lucina.
Isn't there someone called Lucia?
I don't know.
And you are?
I quickly realized I should have introduced myself first. It would have been the polite thing to do. Why do I always feel so disjointed when I see new people?
It's called being awkward.
It's embarrassing.
You're terminally awkward. It's just something to live with.
My name's Al. Nice to meet you. That sounded more robotic than genuine, but at least I'm trying.
My name is Al.
My name is Al, and you'll do what I say.
So, Al, Do you mind if I ask how you're napping in the cemetery?
Well, it wasn't on the agenda.
I've napped in the cemetery.
Have you?
Yeah,
Was it comfortable?
not really.
I imagine. I took allergy medication and it hit a little harder than I anticipated.
Oof, I've been there. What are you allergic to?
I scrambled to come up with a good excuse.
Leaves.
I'm not too sure.
You just say pollen. Just say pollen.
I'm not too sure. Had some hives and I figured it was best to take a pill. You're 4.
Hey, 4 isn't that much. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure 4 is that much. I think I'm just a freak.
4 is a lot.
I think I'm just a freak who needs 2 for it to work on me.
Well, no, 2 is fine. 4 is a lot for like 2 is fine for an adult or person. 4 is like too much for anyone.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, it depends on how many milligrams is in each pill, but normally 2 is enough to sustain like a normal person.
What are allergy pills even
Talk
do?
about allergy medicine.
What are allergy pills even do?
What is allergy medicine? It suppresses your allergy.
Yeah, I know that, but like, what happens if you take too much of it?
Well, it just destroys your liver, like even more than it already does. I don't know the science behind it. I just know that it's not good to pop too many pills.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I get it. Sometimes cats make my eyes itchy. I pet them anyways. They're worth it. It's like cheese.
I can't help but smile at Lucina. She seems sweet.
You just call her Lucina.
Oh, it's Lucia. So, were you visiting someone too? Lucina's pursued Lucia's foul falters. Shit, that was the wrong dialogue option. Nice job, you're always good at brightening the mood.
Yes, my sister passed away. Her name is Kate. She died oh no.
Awkward.
She died last week.
I can't help but regurgitate the sentence that made everyone sit that everyone had spoken to me in the past. I'm sorry. Yeah, Lucia shifts her feet uncomfortably.
I know it's a
Scares me.
polite thing to do, but oh, it's so awkward when people want because I started getting the sorries, you know?
Yeah, I try not to say I'm sorry for things like that.
I like it's the polite thing to do. It's like, ah.
I remember standing like that too, unsure of how to respond. Sorry, that wasn't the right thing to say.
I don't mind, it's what everyone says.
I know, I've been there. My dad died 4 years ago, so the memories are still pretty fresh. Lucia's eyes widened fearfully.
They are?
I struggle to backtrack, jumping to a consoler as fast as I can. Not in the same way that you're feeling. I mean, it's his anniversary today, so it feels closer than usual. Lucia's shoulders drop slightly as her gaze softens.
That's understandable, I get it now. I'll be visiting on Kate's Day too. Does visiting get easier?
A Molotov mixture of disgust and embarrassment built on my chest. What am I supposed to say? Lie for her comfort, tell her the truth.
I mean, in my case it gets easier, but I guess that's like because I was young when it happened.
I suppose. I don't think I visited anyone. So she seems like
let's save. This seems like
Quick
a
save.
spot to save, man. Let's tell the truth.
She seems sweet though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like, she might appreciate the truth.
Yeah, let's just do the truth. Let's just do all the negative answers. I decide the truth is my best option. I don't know. Her eyebrows furrow slightly. A hint of confusion glimmers in her gaze.
What do you...
I mean, I haven't been here since he was... I trail off, but words too heavy to speak. I haven't talked about his burial before. The smooth and polished shine of his cherry wood casket revisits me. No. Don't cry in front of her.
Oh, maybe you should have lied. not for Lucia's sake, but for fucking Elle's sake.
No, see, we should. This is the negative answer round. Don't scare her. I shake my head and try to find my way back to the present. Sorry.
Oh, that's you.
Lucia nods in silent understanding. We pause for a moment, both not quite sure how to continue. Lucia takes a step closer, trying her best to mend the gap between us.
I don't know if this is the game to cheer, but I'm gonna cheer anyways. Yuri!
Oh, you don't have to explain. I'm sorry, I thought I prodded.
I expect the knots in my stomach to twist and tighten, but they nearly surrender as Lucia looks at me apologetically. Instead of burying the words and leaving them to wait in my notebook, I speak up. I want to explain. Lucia smiles softly, with a hint of encouragement. When it came to visiting, I couldn't do it. It never felt right. My memories of him aren't in this spot. They're everywhere but here. I tried once, but it wasn't long after he'd passed. Oh, he was so full of life, so his gravesite, it wasn't a place I could reflect on him.
Until today?
Yeah. Today I wanted to try it again. I'm not exactly sure why. I guess I had hoped it would help with closure. Lucia looks towards my father's tomb headstone.
There's a beautiful flower. Is that the arrangement you chose?
I bite my lip unconsciously. Thanks, but I didn't leave those.
Who did then? Oh.
I think his sister was here earlier. Cora is big on flowers.
Oh, well, she has good taste. Sorry to focus on flowers. I can't help myself. I'm a florist.
That's interesting.
It's surprisingly more common than you think it would be. Like having conversations with other mourners at the graveyard.
Yeah, I was about to say florists. I mean, I guess I don't really know the statistics behind that.
Florists at the graveyards are extremely common.
And then you just, it's just people talking together, mourning. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
The anxious realization that I never thought to bring my dad flowers hits me. It never even crossed my mind. Does Lucia think it's rude that I didn't? Maybe you could suggest a bouquet for my dad. I should have brought one.
Hey, if it's not your thing, don't feel like you have to buy them.
Lucia smells carefully as she reads me like an open book.
I do have an idea, though, if you want to leave me something meaningful.
Please, I'd love to. I expect not to mean that, but for some reason I want to.
Wait here, please.
I nod as Lucia walks past me.
She that was not
No!
walking. She fucking spat.
I flip through the notes instead of staring at her, doing my best not to act entranced. Oh, entranced,
Oh.
I'm not trying to make assumptions, but...
I mean, she's got like an absolute territory going on there, so... You know what she looks like? She looks like Femme Danny.
She does look like Femme Danny. You know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah, me too.
Where did this girl come from? She's so sweet. The crunch of fallen leaves under footsteps carries from the distance. Lucia stands closer than before.
I thought you was.
She reaches into her bag and extends her hand. Oh! Oh! A single icy blue rose sits between her thumb and forefinger. I reach forward, but stop in hesitation. Well, where did you get it?
It was left at Kate's crib.
A gasp escapes my lips as I shake my head. I can't take that.
No, don't worry. Kate would want your father to have the flower. She doesn't like roses anyways.
Lucia trails off, realizing what she said.
I mean, I didn't. Kate didn't like roses.
I try my best to reassure her with my gaze as I accept the rose. Thank you. That present tense thing, it goes away. Don't feel like you need to jump to correct yourself. Time will take care of it. Lucia nods silently in response. As I kneel against the cold earth that placed the blue rose at my bed's grave, I realize how fresh the flower is. The edges of the petals barely begun to wilt. I feel Lucia's eyes on my back. Before turning to her, I ask the question in my mind. Lucia?
Hmm?
When was Kate's funeral?
Yesterday. Oh. Oh. Fucking. Oh, yikes. Yikes.
Chokers.
Fucking yikes. Oh man, it's always awkward to go to the fucking graveyard and then there's like a fucking funeral going on like fucking 10 feet away. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I face Lucia. I want to ask her why she's here today. I want to know how she's doing.
Yeah, no, she puts up a front that she's doing really well, but like, you know.
I want a big ol' hug.
Everyone wants to give big old hugs.
I want to make her feel less alone, even if for a fraction of a second. I want to give her what I never had. A moment of silence passes us by. Before I can ask Lucia to let me in, she breaks the silence.
Are you so tired?
I massage the back of my neck absent-mindedly and laugh a little. Yeah. Did the dark circles give me away? Lucia giggles softly.
Giggle. No, your eyes are fine.
That was kind of her to lie about.
It was a lie.
I've looked in a mirror before. I can't believe I fell asleep. It's a little embarrassing.
Maybe she's into that. Don't worry about it. Do you drink coffee?
I love the sleepy types. Yes.
It's my type. Let me buy you one. You don't want to sleep for Halloween. It is Halloween, I told you.
It is Halloween. It is Halloween. Well, I didn't. It was either Halloween or Thanksgiving. There's only two.
Who the fuck likes Thanksgiving though? Fuck Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving's pretty ballin'. I don't know about you.
Halloween's way more baller.
It is, but Thanksgiving's pretty ballin'.
There's a great coffee shop in the Old Town district.
Old Town. Isn't that a little far? Guys, this is called Graveyard Girls. I don't think we should leave here.
Did you drive here?
No, I walked.
Well, I don't mind giving you a ride. Let me take you. It's my treat. You can drive? Unless you have other plans.
I don't, but part of me remains hesitant. Getting in a car with strangers isn't something my parents encouraged, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're an adult and you're like fucking. You're
Yeah,
bigger than this girl.
You're at least 21.
You're at least 21, and this girl looks like she can't fucking lift the fucking. She can't lift the fucking bag of potatoes.
Seems harmless enough, but I don't actually know her. Plus, today is not exactly an easy day for me. Lucia quietly reads over my rich stance. This is not horror. It's just it's not horror. It's just depressing.
Maybe that's the real horror.
Maybe that's the real horror. Existentialism. It's a good game though.
Did you want to take a selfie together? What?
What?
You can send it to a friend. That way, if you can.
I like your thinking, Lucia. That's funny. That's a funny thing. That's a funny thing to just bring up.
I like you, Lucia. That's smart.
It makes sense. It makes complete sense. But just wanted to just go. You want to take a selfie? What? You know. So if you send it out to a friend, they know exactly where you are.
If you go missing, they
You know
know who to look
exactly.
for. You know.
I smile back at her and suddenly shake my head. Nah, it's fine.
You should still do it though. It's a good opportunity to take a picture with you, girl.
I don't get to do that often. I stick out my thumb in a hitchhiking fashion. I love the thrill of getting into a stranger's car.
Oh my god.
Lucia playfully rolls her eyes before winking at me.
Buckle up then, we're going for a ride. They're flirting. They're flirting in the graveyard on top of her father's grave. They're flirting.
It's how they cope. What I say when I'm happy, but just love my mustache. What I say when I'm sad, this time I'm really gonna do it. We head toward the road, walking past rows of headstones side by side. Guys, we're leaving the graveyard. I didn't imagine I'd be leaving here with someone. The feeling of walking close to her is strangely comforting. I guess I always expected to be here alone. Even if I had a special person in my life, I wouldn't ask them to come here. It's hard to understand what it's like to visit this place, unless you're missing someone.
Personally, I wouldn't pick up chicks in the graveyard, but, you know.